That's a possibility. That's a possibility. Oh, look, it says it's live, and look who joined right when my new arch enemy. First of all, welcome to R is Untitled. I appreciate you guys. This is episode 82. I would love for you guys to support, and by supporting, I mean like, share, and subscribe. Let me just hit you with that one more time. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for joining me. I am your host, R. Jones, and joining me, as always, it's the panel, it's the crew. First off, we got my man Ronan Black. He might have his mic muted. I'm not sure. If you do, it's understandable. Also online, we have Dominic Donato, the Bishop. He is here. And also, like I said, last and not least, my newest arch enemy, Sir David from Queens. I'm not going to say where. I don't want nobody to track you down and beat you up on my behalf. But thanks for joining me tonight. How you guys?
All right. What's up,
Did this arch enemy stuff happen after Dave brought up Cuba Gooding and
bro? He likes, yo, I don't know what the hell he does. He like it's like he writes his own material before this, and he gets on here and he be taking sniper shots, man. I'm like, yo, what's good, man? What I do to
you? What? I was just mentioning, something I heard about.
Yeah, okay, all the time. What's up, Bishop?
Yo, Dave is the Jedi.
Exactly.
Yeah, the Jedi. It's like,
I'm like
you don't see it coming. You don't see it coming. The next thing you know, you engulfed.
Exactly.
Bishop, he studies his material, man. He's like the ultimate stand-up comic.
I'm like,
Dave's getting that on the fly. Yo, he be thinking of some of that stuff on the fly. He's very spontaneous.
Exactly.
You know what? I got to say this though to my old friend. Speaking of Jedi's, R and I saw Star Wars together.
Yes.
I was like 12 and R was about 20, something like that.
You see, I'm a cut your mic off. Silence this mic.
He had to buy my ticket. I couldn't get in.
Here we go. I mean, I did have to buy a ticket, but I wasn't 20 years old. Man. Stop that bullshit, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Starting this nonsense already. Well, the show is called Ours Untitled. I'm going to switch up stuff tonight, even though I still will cover the topics I put out there. But one thing we was talking about earlier, I don't know if you guys want to get into this. Did you hear about this suspension of 2 BET award shows? Or should I say one award show? Yeah, they suspended the hip-hop one. Hip-hop awards. And another one, which I kind of didn't understand, was the Soul Train Awards, and explaining this, especially in regards to the Soul Train Awards, we all are men of a certain age and whatnot. We grew up, getting up Saturday morning, seeing Don Cornelius with the big afro and all your favorite R&B, superstars that used to perform on the show. So I'm a little confused on why. My thing is, did they switch over to the newfangled way of how things are now? Like, how, you know what I'm saying? And maybe that was the cause of the suspension and whatnot. But as far as that hip hop award shit, they can keep that shit canceled.
They should have suspended that 20 years ago.
They should have. Which one? The Soul Train or
no, the hip hop?
Oh yeah, for sure. There's no question about that. There's absolutely no question about that. Because to me, that was straight up trash. Straight up trash. So they could not just suspend that, they could permanently cancel that BS.
Yeah, cancel.
You know what I'm saying? What I think they're trying to do is they're trying to retool it. I don't know how that's going to work, to be perfectly honest.
Let me ask you, because this is the first I'm hearing about it. Mm-hmm. So, was Soul Train Awards, was that run by BET as well, or are you saying that? Because I don't watch BET.
Right.
So,
me neither.
So
right.
Soul Train Awards, you're saying it came on BET.
It did air on BET.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that in I don't know how long. Yeah.
I mean, again, I get it because I don't really watch it myself because I don't even know who the hell these artists are for the most part. I couldn't even tell you like the I think the latest artist that got my attention, so to speak, would probably be Chris Brown. That's about it. Because I respect that dude. He could dance.
Because he's talent.
Yeah, he's talented. He's multi-talented.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's even into art. I was like, you know what?
And he loves violence. And he loved violence.
And
he defended himself.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because I honestly I don't think that chick. You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. I
Yeah.
think
Mhm.
she's a very guilty party in that one. Okay.
That's why. That's why her husband's name is Rocky.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you got to be up on his boxing game.
She
Yeah.
was
Exactly.
she was working Chris Brown out.
Ooh.
She was working him out
Yeah. Hmm.
because
Because
when all of the circumstances around the event
Mhm.
came out, they said she had bite marks. Yo, you don't bite somebody unless you're desperate.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, that's true.
this is true, Bishop.
You're trying to get somebody up off you, and this is the only way that you can. It's like,
Exactly.
yo, it's like,
Wow.
yo,
No, it's true.
she's-
He was clinging for life in that situation.
He had to do
But
what he had to,
anyway,
yeah, he had to do what he had to do. That's it, man.
Tell you what, though, he made a hell of a comeback, though.
That
yeah.
he did.
yeah,
That
He
he did.
stumbled. He stumbled for a second, and then
yeah,
hmm
Yeah,
yeah.
once he came out with that these hoes ain't loyal. That's when
oh Lord,
that's
Right,
when-
Are we-
right.
Is this like a record for the earliest unhinged?
Oh, it's gonna be all over tonight. It's gonna be all over tonight. Tell you honestly, it's gonna be all over, man. You know. Let's see. Ronan Black says Chris Brown is talented. He's artistic, can dance. I agree, but his music is trash. I'm sorry. Okay.
damn.
I don't know, man.
He's got
He's
some
got some
songs
pretty-
I like.
Yeah, come on, don't do that, Ronan.
Yeah,
He's got some
yeah,
songs,
he's got
bro.
some songs.
He's not complete trash.
Trash.
Listen, though, I will say,
Yeah.
and have you guys been following like the Clips and their music? Pusha T
I
and
heard.
Malice is back.
I heard
So,
it's actually pretty good.
so Malice is killing it because
Really?
he was
So Pusha
he
T,
was
his sons.
his brother.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
I
I
heard-
know one of the old school rappers. I know he's got like
Yeah.
2 sons that yo.
Oh no, you're
Yes.
talking. No, you're talking about Ras Kass's sons.
Yeah, right, yo.
Coach, no, those
Those
kids are
dudes
nasty,
nice, yo.
because they take
Ridiculous.
you could tell that they studied the old school
Okay.
from their references and their cadences. They could switch up their flows, but these kids are talented. Raz and Cass, Raz Kass's sons. Raz and Taj Austin and
I think
Raz.
we had mentioned about
Yeah.
them before, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to really even check them out, to be perfectly honest.
But I'm telling you about like the Clips. With they came out with a new album and they've done some features. And Malice was gone for like 15 years out of the rap game,
Wow.
and he came back. And I'm telling you, 50 is the new 30. He's
Right.
killing these young guys.
Really?
Yeah, you got to check out his stuff. He's killing them.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's very relevant.
Okay.
so.
Yeah, I'll check it out, man. Because
Yeah.
again, like I said earlier, I don't even know who's on the damn radio. I
Yeah,
don't,
I don't even listen.
and I
to
don't,
it.
and I don't even care, to be perfectly honest. So
Listen.
yes, this is the get off my lawn segment.
Oh,
early.
yeah, exactly. I just got through mowing mine, so get off it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So with that being said, let me move on. Let's do a little sports, shall we? We got Dave on the line, and of course Dom on the line. So it's Yankees against the Mets. So let's start. Yeah, we're gonna start off with you, Dave. You, David. We're gonna put
Okay.
you on the spot.
So I got the Met game on right now. It's just something in the background. I have to say that they have been awful since August hit. And right before going into it, they have been really bad. And yesterday should have been rained out. But that said, I think I mentioned to you guys before, I handle it different now, and that's just keeping it real. Because what's important has changed for me. So so while I cheer them on, and I enjoy watching them, especially if they're winning, but I don't get down about it anymore. It's just like I look at them and I recognize trash when I see it, and they've been playing like trash. But I didn't know that the Yankees aren't doing well.
They're not right now. They're in third place.
I just haven't been following like that. I'm sort of been more of on the outside looking in on these things. And it's just I got a whole lot of other stuff going on, but yeah. So just to wrap it up about the Mets, they are on paper they've got a good team, but I don't know what's happening. One day they don't hit, and the next day they score a bunch of runs and still lose, or figure out a way to blow the game. And yesterday, I wasn't watching, but I was, I look at it on my phone, just check the scores, and I saw 6-0. I was like, oh great. And then the Braves came up and had 9 runs in 1 inning and 11 unanswered runs. I'm like, what is this? What am I watching? So I'll still go because I just enjoy baseball and I love the atmosphere of the ballpark. And I do want to, Dom, I want to take a trip to the new Yankee Stadium. I haven't. Well, it's not new anymore, but I haven't been there. I haven't been to that. And I was telling my wife that because she likes to go to the game with me, and so I was telling her that one day I want to, get tickets and go to a Yankee game, just to be a baseball fan and experience it.
Well, the mindset is obviously changed with you and whatnot.
Yeah.
Dave, you know what? I see the Milwaukee Brewers are like one of the top teams.
Yeah.
In the National League, and I find it funny how their general manager is now the general manager of the Mets or whatnot.
Yeah.
So what I would say is to Met fans such as yourself is patience.
Oh,
patience. You got to preach patience or whatnot when it comes to that, because this is a guy that knows how to build a team, obviously. Because you see that they're reaping the benefits of what he's done.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's him. They're just underperforming. They're in a funk. I don't know what's going on with them, but they've gotten themselves into this funk, and they've got to figure out a way to get out of it because, they're still. This is mid-August. There's plenty of baseball left, but they've got to right that ship.
They got to turn it on right now.
Yeah, and this is not the time of old when there was only the division winners. We've got the wild card and stuff. So I mean, obviously you want the division, but you can there's other ways to get in, but they've just got to figure this out. And if they do, I'll be thrilled. If they don't, I'll be disappointed. But I'll survive it.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, that being said, let me turn over to the other side across town. And while I do that, I'm going to bring in live. It's going to be live. Your mic is live. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the show, brother.
What's good, y'all? What's good, man? I'm gonna be in the dark with y'all, man. I'm trying to get some rest, man. But I had to see my brothers, man. I had to participate.
Appreciate that.
All good.
All right.
What's good? Everybody good?
It's all good live. I haven't seen Bishop in 3 years, but it's okay.
I know, right? I think the last time I saw Bishop is when I saw Bishop.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Time out. Did he actually hurl an insult at the Bishop? I can't believe it. Normally you say that bullshit for me. I'm a little offended by that.
Live, I hear you laughing in the background, undertone. Don't be doing no freaky shit over there.
Oh man! Listen,
we just talking about you R. Kelly.
So don't get your kicks off, right?
Yeah, Bishop said a bird in the hand is good when you have no bush.
And now, what about the Yankees, Dom? Cross town. What's going on? First of all, let me ask you guys a question, if you even care about the Yankees. Is it time for Boone and Cashman to go?
Probably.
Yeah.
But
I think
when you look at it, guys, the irony of this Mets-Yankee shit. The Mets are 8 games over 500. The Yankees are 7 games over 500. Both of them, not even 6-7 weeks ago, had a 5-6 game lead on their bottom person. But here's the light at the end of the tunnel, guys. Damn near everybody in first place in every division was out of first place by about 6 or 7 games 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Right.
Milwaukee has won, what, Dave, 12, 13 in a row?
Yeah. I think it's about 11 or 12. Yeah.
The Padres done lapped the Dodgers.
Yep.
The Tigers done lapped Cleveland.
Exactly.
Toronto and the Red Sox done lapped the
Lapped the
Yankees.
Yankees,
Philly
exactly.
lapped the Mets.
That shocked me, Dom, because like I said, I haven't been following. And then when you guys had posted it, I said, wait a minute. I realized the Yankees aren't in first place anymore because I just haven't been following it. Like,
They ain't been in first place in a minute, Dave. It's like the Mets. The Mets and the Yankees almost simultaneously went. Here's the weird thing about the Mets. They're still, by Met standards, a good pitching team.
Yeah.
If I was to tell you all the money the Mets spent and they're 21st in hitting, I would be a little confused with that. Because they're still, I think, 7th in ERA, 10th in batting average against. So that's Mets-ish.
Right.
Pretty much.
But when you're hitting 241, you know that at least they're 9th in home runs. But again, I just think the Mets and the Yankees, and then again, like I said, every divisional leader went south about 6-7 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And remember, guys, I said this when the season started. It was no knock against the Mets. A healthy Atlanta Braves team, the Mets were still the 3rd best team in the National League East.
Right.
But
I tell you,
of course,
I'll tell you this much: is I find it amazing that during the time of the Subway Series, it was a time to be a New York baseball fan during that time because you had both of them on top, and it was exciting. It was an exciting time, and from that point to what we got now is just confusing.
You know, I will say this, and Dom, I don't know, maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but I think both teams went south right around the time that R changed the time from 8 to 8:15.
Here we go.
Put us 45 minutes behind game.
Here we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
So I'll put it next week for 8 o'clock, but you still won't be here. So what do you care?
I would say it's atrocity because it is, but I'm seeing what's going on in baseball, and I'm like, hey, you know what? As weird as this sounds, like, I watch baseball. I have the MLB ticket. I had this funny feeling, guys. The Padres, whether it pans out, I thought the Padres were better than the Dodgers.
Really?
Even though they won the World Series.
Really?
I'll tell you what.
Please tell me why.
Yeah, this kid that got suspended for almost 30 years, Tatis. He's still one of the best players in baseball. And everybody just looks at him like, he's okay. No. Here's a guy that played shortstop 5 minutes ago, gunning out people from right field.
I got to tell you, I'm guilty. I'm one of those guys. Okay, I knew the guy is talented, Tatis and all that, but I'm just not impressed on that level. As crazy as that sounds, I'm just not.
It's probably because you haven't seen enough of him.
Right.
He's always
That's
suspended.
probably what it is. Well, there you go. That's probably
it's
why.
It's like Jazz Chisholm. Don't take this the wrong way, guys. Jazz Chisholm is the black version of Tatis. They're going to put on a show. Whether they hit 240 or 340, they're going to give you a flair for the dramatic. Now, Tatis is a hell of a defensive player.
Yeah.
And again, like I said, guys, 5 minutes ago, this kid was playing shortstop.
Right.
Got suspended, came back playing right field, and he's throwing people out like he's Roberto Clemente. Really?
Gotcha.
He's a special character.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, when he got hot, all of a sudden, San Diego lapped the Dodgers.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're gonna win the World Series, guys. Don't get me wrong.
Because they're not. Because
they're a very good team. They are a very.
I'll give them that. Yeah, I haven't really checked them out like that. And again, probably because he's not there most of the 9 times out of 10, he's not even playing because he's suspended or whatnot. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. But again, I don't think they're gonna go that far, like to that level. I think it's gonna be LA again. They're probably gonna be the best in Major League Baseball again. With that payroll and all the talent they've assembled. So that's the obvious choice. On paper, it looks really good for Los Angeles. On paper.
And you know what? To LA get in however they get in, but once they get there, they know what to do when they get there.
Exactly. Battle tested.
Yeah.
Fully battle tested.
But here's the weird thing, guys. If you didn't look at statistics like I do, and the Padres, 8th in batting average. That's okay. All right.
That's all right.
But if you told me they were ahead of the Dodgers in earned runs and batting average against, I would have told you you're crazy because the Dodgers are supposed to be built on pitching. And Padres, this little radar team playing out in beautiful San Diego, California. but their pitching has been what's actually propelled them over the Dodgers.
Now, has this been all season, or is this just a
they've
trend,
been pretty
a trend for the
consistent.
moment?
Because guess what? They hit 252 as a team. They're 30th in home runs. So that lets you know they know how to move from base to base.
Right, which is something
and keep,
I wish the Yankees would do. Right.
Exactly. They keep the bases moving. Where the Yankees, again, not to get off topic, but I watch the Yankees all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Dave Sanford, little stats come up under his name, but 21 home runs. Damn near everybody on the Yankees got 20 home runs, but ain't nobody hitting over 250 except Stanton and Judge.
Right.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's insane.
It's and you know what, guys? This has been as long as I've known you and Dave, topic with the Yankees. That shit alone. I'm not into people getting fired, and I'm not into the old cliche of new voice or whatever. But I mean, I think guys
gotta apply.
Yeah,
I think it's time. It's time.
I think it's time.
Well, I mean, how many world championships has this guy been responsible for? And I'm talking about Cashman. One.
I think two. One or two.
Yeah, two. I give him two.
Yeah, I give him two.
Yeah.
I'm only giving
again,
one.
but he did inherit.
Yeah, well, that's
some other.
Yeah,
but he still added pieces to it. So you can't just throw him totally under the bus.
Right.
I have to. I absolutely have to.
But you know how long we're talking about now? The 90s. That's a long tenure.
Yeah,
exactly. It's a very long. It's time for a new voice. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know, he used to be that young GM. Now what is he? He's
right,
50. So
I think they shouldn't have fired him. They should have just asked him, "Hey, you know, you've been here. You know, is it
no.
Come on, your Social Security check ain't gonna get much bigger if you keep working until you're 80. I mean,
you're talking about being nice to this guy. It's time to hit the bricks. It's been real. It's been real, but your time is.
However you do it, however you do it,
you gotta go.
You do it. I'm not into firing people, but
yeah,
I think him and Boone, for the sake of just think of how many managers have the Mets gone through.
Yeah, quite a few.
Since Boone's been the manager.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Mets and Yankees, how many GMs have the Mets had since Cashman has been the GM?
You remember at one point they had GM by committee. Remember after Steve Phillips was there, and then and then they had GM by committee. Yeah,
right. That's true.
Hey, listen, it is what it is.
I hear you. Yeah. Well,
I think they'll both make the playoffs.
Yeah, I think so too.
Probably.
Where do they go from there?
That's remains to be seen. Let's perk this up a little bit.
Oh, back to being unhinged.
Yeah, back to being unhinged. Exactly.
Yeah. Hold on, folks.
Let Bishop take this one.
Yeah.
Let's see if he cares to. Let's see.
Yeah, man. This
Don't hold back, Bishop.
Go ahead, man.
Countless young dudes who just don't get it.
And they never will.
Just don't get it. It's like, you know, you got this dude, Anthony Edwards. You got the Incredible Hulk with the Instagram chicks. You got Brandon Ingram. You got Anthony Simons. You got the dude that used to be on the Hornets. It's like, yo, these hoes ain't loyal, dude. And you can't turn them into housewives. So
no,
it's like, yo, dude, you knew what you were getting into, regardless if she was dropping it like it's hot on your on call. You knew what you were getting into. You know what you were getting into, and the reason why they raiding these young dudes is because the older dudes, they already know. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, your meter is you got a lot of mileage.
Yeah,
and I know your history. I know where you've been, who you've been with. These young dudes, they're just coming on the scene. They, you know, it's the ego thing or whatever, and it's just like, yo.
Yeah.
I mean,
have no idea.
Yeah, I also think, man, it's like we giving like we grown men, right? You know what I'm saying? And even in our grown state, we not giving enough credit to youth, right? And um like this really naivete where like pussy ain't mesmerizing. You feel me? Like even in our old age, you know what I'm saying? Pussy could make us do wondrous things and shit. And it's like, if I got money, right, and I got all of these influences where, you know, my financial status, my Instagram status, my click status makes me so, you know, like I can get this type of female, then we totally did again in our youth and our unknowingness, we don't necessarily care what the consequences is, right? Because again, we don't you know, it's we hardly see where now I want you to give me 500 G's as an apology. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we don't see the 40-year-old chick messing with the 19-year-old chick, and if it was the other way around, if it was a man and, you know what I'm saying, a man and a young chick, you understand what I'm saying? Oh, he'd be almost a pedophile. You understand what I'm saying? But again, the male kind of thing, and then the naivete kind of thing, and the status thing, it makes it so we generation by generation we not teaching these young brothers like that pussy really shouldn't make the world go round like it got y'all. You understand what I'm saying? Especially if it's fake.
So the problem with that is like they don't have any standards. The youth don't have any
Right there you go.
standards, and it's like you can't, when you get to a certain point, you can't mess with somebody who's not, first of all, in the same status as you and has as much to lose as you.
Right.
So if you messing around, like, let's just say for argument's sake, if he was messing with the little the tennis player, the young girl, Coco.
Okay.
Yeah, or the little Asian, or whoever. You messing around with somebody in that realm, then it's kind of like, okay, but you messing around with a passed around hood rat with high mileage.
Right.
And it's like, come on, like, she ain't got nothing to lose. She ain't got nothing to lose. It's like, yo, matter of fact, like, she coming up off of your name. Because if it wasn't you, nobody would care that Ayesha had another kid by another dude.
Right.
Nobody would care. So she making prime time off of your name. And you, as a young man, you don't see it now, but at some point it's got to register in your mind that you've created a situation where there's a kid that won't really have a dad. And that's a problem. That's a recycle of what a mother is. It's a recycle of what a mother is.
Right. To Live and Bishop's point, we had this conversation last week. Have we failed our youth? Or I think we said, some of us might have said, are they not listening? Because guess what? The NBA prides itself on these preseason meetings they have with all of this doctrine and don't do this. Maybe they should have Jay-Z come in there and say, you know what? I had a hook on one of my songs. Once a good girl's gone bad, she's gone forever. Y'all didn't even hear that part. Y'all just heard the beat. Or y'all are listening to this trash rap now. But all of this preparation these young men are getting, I just don't think, I always say this, guys, and it's no knock. They're still young. There's something going on between the ears that's not getting into the head. I don't know if it's just going, like we used to always say, one ear and out the other. Because Live's right. You know, you think they would know better, but they don't. Because I don't think they're listening. And again, like we said last week, some of us even said, I think we kind of sort of failed. But, you know, I thought about that shit for almost a week before this topic, and I'm like, no, maybe we should change this shit. Clowns ain't listening. Bishop nailed it. Like, this girl didn't have a history. The only thing I'll give Anthony Edwards credit for, That shit was gangster when he paid her all the money up front.
Yeah,
That was gangster,
but
guys.
that
Siri,
but
here's
that
your money.
that doesn't like it's a publicity move, but it doesn't change the fact that
No, not at all. No.
you've created a situation where this kid is going to be damaged. This kid is going to be damaged because I pretty much publicly said I'm giving her the money. I don't want to have shit to do with you. And it's like it's not the kid's fault.
But you know what? Let me just add to that, and I agree with what you guys are saying. But there's another part to it. I think about when I talk to my students, and I say they don't listen. But these guys here, you've got social media where people put all their business out there. It's not that they don't listen; it's that they don't believe that it's going to happen to them. And so, because you can't miss it. You can't miss the example after example of this happening time and time again. So it's not like back in the day where things were a lot more secretive. Somebody had a secret love child and that kind of thing. Nowadays, everything is promoted because shame is out the window. So the things that embarrass people now they make a brand off of. So all of that stuff is on public display. So you could talk. And we could say he's not listening. He's not believing. And these young guys don't believe because how many times you talk to a young guy and say, that ain't gonna be me. That ain't like they've figured out the science behind stuff that for centuries people have struggled over. And now all of a sudden they've got the magic science about how they're going to handle this situation differently than everybody else before them. And so it's this invincibility that they have, this feeling of invincibility, and even these guys out here now where life is so casual to them, So I don't know. It's partially that they're not listening, but the other part of it is that they just don't believe that they are going to fall victim, that they're somehow better than everybody until it happens to them.
It's the money.
Let me just bring this up. Is it true that this chick has spent 100K already out of that?
Yeah, so they say.
That's what they say. Yeah.
First of all, it's like again, in this era of social media, like who needs to know that? Who needs to know that? Like why are you advertising that? Like as if that's something to be proud of. Like you got.
No, it is. You hit it right on the head. It is something to be. They call it a flex.
Yeah, it's a flex. It's a flex. Everything is a come up.
You're social media junkies. So I was talking to some of the young dudes, and it's like they always got the phones, and they, who following who, and who like this person's video, and this and that. So I'm like, you guys are social media junkies, and you can't do without your phone. You guys, it's like 8 of you. And each one of you are in your own world. You're operating in your own silo because everybody's focused on their phones. When I was growing up, even if we were there making fun of each other or interacting with each other, we were interacting. And it's like, you guys, when you got to put your phones down, you're like a bunch of weirdos because you don't know how to talk to anybody. You don't know how to talk to each other, and you've been around each other. You don't know how. So you would rather communicate while you're on your phone and laugh and joke and whatever because the person sent you a text instead of just talking to the person and interacting like that. And they were looking at me like, oh, you calling the social media junkies? Yeah, because y'all addicted to them damn phones. And it's like, I can have my phone and not look at it for days on end other than a phone call or whatever, because I don't care about TikTok. I don't care about who likes me, who doesn't like me.
I
don't care about any of that stuff. I'm not seeking social acceptance from people that I don't know. I'm not seeking digital or social media hugs to make me feel better about me. It's like, it's ridiculous, but that's what and it's like, okay, well, you advertise that you paid all of the money up front. Okay, then she advertised that she's spending all of it. You know what I'm saying? And she wants more and this and that. And it's just like why are you even involved in this situation? Like, you should be focused on something totally different. You have an opportunity to be a generational talent, but this is what you're involved in. The same thing with the kid from Duke. It's like, dude, like,
Zion?
Zion. So you came
Oh
into the
no, he's
league.
finished. He's done. Like you shouldn't
And
even
it's like
talk about that motherfucker. You know?
it's like
Like
you just and I'm wondering what's gonna happen with DeAndre Ayton because he's another one. It's
Really?
like DeAndre Ayton, yeah, he was the one making videos and it's like, come on, man, come on, off with Instagram
I, I,
chicks.
I tell you, man. Again. We lost. You know, again from the last topic about have did we lose them? Did we not teach them right? You know, I don't think we put enough emphasis on certain things, right? And again, we can go village, we can go tribal, we can go moral base. More than anything, we have let that moral base slip from up under us. You know what I'm saying? We might have done it with our individual children. You understand what I'm saying? But we definitely didn't extend that to our neighbor,
Well,
right?
you
We
have
we we didn't
you
see Shorty, you know what I'm saying, and tell her go get a class on typing or code, you know what I'm saying, writing code in computers or some type of
Well,
thing to stop her generational slip so she don't have to,
let me
you know
let
what I'm
me ask
saying?
let me ask you this though. When was the last time you saw a 2-year-old walk into Best Buy or T-Mobile or whatever store and buy a phone? We
I never seen it.
Right. We put the phones in their hands. When I say
Mm.
we, I'm talking about collective. Because I've seen 2-year-olds that know how to get on a
Yep.
smartphone and get to YouTube, Instagram, or whatever they want to go to. All you got to do is hand them the phone, and they know it better than I know it.
Exactly.
And so these guys, a lot of them are products of a generation that were raised on technology like that.
Sure,
You know,
sure, but
so I'm just saying that partially when we talk about their tie to these devices, they were put in their hands and then they were left because people used it to babysit. They would
yeah,
hand them the phone. You got it, a long ride or whatever. The kid has a
Mhm.
tablet. Let's keep it. And I get it. And as far as parenting, sometimes you just need the kid to be quiet so you can handle whatever you have to handle.
Mhm.
But understand the trade off is that you have trained them that technology is their crutch, is their lifeline, and
Yep.
right.
then you try to take a phone away from a kid, and this
Mm.
is going to be very interesting this school year because New York City, for those of you who are not in New
Mhm.
York City, the governor has passed on the law now that public schools, the kids are not allowed to have access to their phones,
Wow.
and I'm telling you, I've been in situations where a kid has their phone out and one of the adults has to confiscate the phone.
Confiscate. Yeah.
yeah,
And
they're gonna get
you
beat down. They're gonna get beat
you
down.
see, yeah, I got to the point where I just started just walking away from it and saying, listen,
Mm.
you just gonna have to take whatever's coming with it. I'm not even gonna. I had a kid one time. I went to confiscate the phone because the teacher called and needed somebody to come in there. The kid
Mhm.
put the phone down his pants.
Oh wow.
But see, that's
Wow.
a double-edged. That's a double-edged sword.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, come get it,
Wow.
baby.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
So
think we had this conversation
yeah,
before.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I still have a job.
Is that a little excessive when in today's world something goes down? They have zappers now that could zap every mobile device
Yeah,
Yep,
in a damn 2 football length stadium.
yep.
yeah.
They could just zap your device, the whole goddamn building gets zapped, and nobody uses a cell phone.
Right,
But here's the
right.
funny thing, guys. We keep talking about this, and here's where we're going to show our age a little bit. I always said this since I met you guys. Social media is a gift and a curse.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny thing is, the one gift that it had, we're coming up on the 25th anniversary of when Twitter and Facebook helped overthrow Mubarak in that Arab uprising. That's the last time social media was really relevant to the point where all this change shit that we talk about here in America, that shit was changed, guys, and it changed via social media. Nobody knew about this. A couple of people out there was tweeting and Facebooking, and next thing you know, everybody in the god on the planet Earth knew this dude had to go. as though they didn't know he had to go 30 years ago when he was running wild. But that was, to me, the last time social media had some kind of real effect on society, the world, and issues.
Positive,
right? It's positive, because nowadays we say, okay, Dave's running for president. I got 1 million followers. I'm gonna tweet out Dave. That shit don't work no more. We've abused everything we've gotten, guys. Again, I'm not bad mouthing my country, but we have a tendency of every time we take a step forward, we bring a bunch of shit with us that makes us take 2 steps backwards.
Now social media is used for manipulation.
Bishop.
It's used for manipulation.
Yep.
It's used to indoctrinate. It's used to indoctrinate. It's used to some people use it for news. And it's just like
that's
some
you know what?
as a news feed.
And it's like, exactly.
And it's not based in reality. And it's this alternative like if I don't like my real life, I'm going to reinvent this persona of who I believe that I want to be in this other alternative or parallel universe, and I'm going to push that version of who I believe that I am. But I think not only is the social media is the problem, but we miss one thing, and I know some people are probably gonna say, well, nah, we have several generations of young men that have been raised by women. And I'm not knocking women, but it's not the same. It's not the same because you got a lot of women who are more concerned with making the young males their surrogate partners as opposed to raising them as a mother-son. So we have some boys that the moms are like so concerned about how their hair look and taking them to get the hair braided and how they look, clothes wise and this and that and all the things that are like superficial and not concerned with what's in his head. What are the thoughts that are going through his mind? Like putting tools in place so that he'll be able to figure things out and have like an ability to make good decisions when he's put in situations. They're not concerned about that. And also it's raising generations of young men that are super sensitive and can't take anything. That's why people are getting killed because of social media. Somebody said something on social media. So somebody said something in a parallel universe and it hurt my feelings so much that I'm going to react in reality. I'm going to go get a gun and kill this person because of a social media beef. And it's just like, what is going on? And then you look back and it's like, well, if there was a clear thinking male, because there could be males in a person's life, but if it was a clear thinking, balanced male in that individual's life, they would have been able to sit him down and explain to him, there's going to be a lot of shit that you hear about that people are going to say about you just because you show up how you show up. And that doesn't necessarily mean that what people are saying is relevant or that you should even take stock in it, because you would have to value that person in order to accept what they're saying about you is valid.
So let me ask you guys.
Look at what we're seeing, Dave. To Bishop's point, we have podcasts which have become a national epidemic of snitching. 90% of the shit you hear on a podcast is dudes snitching about shit years ago.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, really?
Oh,
then you take what Bishop's saying. Now you take this into adults. Right? Nothing says I'm stupider than stupid than trying to talk to somebody on Twitter about the Knicks. Everybody's a Knick GM, a Knick coach, a Knick president, and they take this shit to like, yo, I will find you. No, you won't.
No, you
just
won't.
pump your brakes. Don't get excited.
No, you
I
won't.
know you're a Knicks fan. This is just new wave shit. But
I want to ask you guys, because I heard of something recently that I didn't know anything about, but there's this app that came out. I think it's called the T app, TEA, like you know, the T, and it was designed by it was started by women, and the concept was that they were going to talk about these guys who are red flags, so that other women would know that don't date this guy X, Y, and Z. So
Really?
yeah,
No,
and
they
you
would.
heard
It's a
about this?
magnet. It's a magnet. It's a magnet. So whatever
Yeah.
you say on there as a negative, somebody's gonna be like, "Hey, I want
Yeah.
that in my life. I need that
Well,
instability.
yeah.
I need that in my life."
So, but the thing that was crazy, I mean, crazier than the app itself, is that it started off as something where it was supposed to be women helping each other out, but then some women decided they were going to get on there and they were just going to trash guys for no reason. So, and then it got to the point where, well, these guys were finding out about it, and now it was putting some women in their safety was at risk, because some of these guys were kind of like, yo, you're lying about me, you're making, you're saying all these things, and they were actually looking to harm some of these women, and then allegedly somebody posted something about some guy, and it was pretty bad, but it wasn't true, and allegedly the guy offed himself. So I heard about this like a week or so ago, and apparently they tried to pull the app, but then some others came up, and so I don't know. And then the men turned around and made their own. So they said, "Well, listen, we're going to do the same thing."
That sounds like some big. That sounds double big shit.
Come on, is that first of all, Dave, if I heard this correctly, they made it for women to support women.
Yeah, that was what they said. So
that's what they said, and I know.
Yeah.
Let me just cut you off. I know that's some bullshit, because women don't even like each other.
Thank you. I say this all the time.
They don't even like each other
all the time.
So what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Not you, but I'm just saying.
Don't date this guy because he dug my back out. He did all this stuff to me, and then he just left. It was like, word.
I mean, but in today's social media, you could see a place where women, especially women who don't want to take accountability for their own bullshit, can gather and lie about some other motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like you could see that existing, but again, what we talking about is this digital fuckery where I'm a program some new shit into today's society. Now we gonna program into your ass today is unaccountability.
Yeah.
Right. And today is fucking a blow up doll. You know what I'm saying? Like today's account, you know what I'm saying? Fucking program is me getting jerked out of $100 million fucking dollars being a flex. You understand what I'm saying? Like the whole, like, again, man, we come from a simpler time, and like this shit. I mean, for me, it's total nonsense. But for the young brother and sister that was raised on this digital bullshit, it's just as it fucking come. Right? I mean, it's easily digested.
It's not only the youngsters. I'll give you a perfect example. It's not only the youngsters, because a few weeks ago, when Michelle Obama said that Stephen A. was like a Real Housewife of Atlanta, she essentially said that she was indirectly calling him a bitch.
A bitch, and he is.
And what happened afterwards was he responded in kind. Several times. Right. So it was kind of like she didn't have to say anything else, because Exhibit A is like, so he going on and he defending himself and talking about she don't know sports and just all kind of just random, and it's just like, he ain't no young dude. So you falling into the trap of the social media, like, so now I'm gonna get people on my side because they was on her side. Right. So now,
I mean, but he's not who we talking about, though. You know what I'm saying? Because again, he's part of the propaganda.
I'm saying it's everybody. It's not just the youngsters.
No, I dig, but Stephen A. for me was a bad example, because like he's the one that perpetrates the shit. Like he's the one that's inventing all of this bullshit. Like he just got $100 million to talk crap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like he's part of the program. He's part of the fuckery
Machine.
delivery. He's part of
Right.
the program delivery system and shit.
It's like why anybody would be concerned about a website or wherever that women
Right.
are going on and talking about you. It's like, yo, I'm getting free advertisement. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo,
Exactly.
a real player would be like, yo, I'm getting free advertisement. So the only
Exactly.
thing it's like, yo, like,
But
I don't
and
care.
then kill yourself and then kill
Right.
yourself bitch like the fuck.
Guys, we had one of the best examples of us versus them a couple of days ago. David Justice. I don't know if y'all heard about David Justice, Halle Berry, the David Justice, Halle
Yeah,
Berry.
yeah.
Well, David
yeah.
Justice was just asked, and he said she wasn't motherly. She didn't like to cook. She didn't like to clean. So that became, again, us against them. Halle Berry tried to, strike back. And some smart individual, smarter than us, said, well, shit, ever since he's been married for 24 years. You've been married 24 times.
Yeah.
Right.
How the fuck did you come up with
Right.
this
Right.
scenario?
Right.
I mean, again, because he simply told the truth. We don't do that no more. I just finished saying 90% of these podcasts are somebody snitching. I remember when R used to, and R didn't, and Cam Newton was. It's a fucking snitch festival. But
everybody got a story to tell.
He was asked the question. He came out, I guess, honestly, at least in his eyes.
But he said that when he divorced her.
Thank you. Somebody
he said that 100 years ago.
Well, do you still believe? And he was like, and then again, some smart motherfucker, I don't know who it was. The follow-up was like, let's just end this, drop the mic, and let's all go home.
Wasn't she
he's been married for 24 years.
Right, but
he's been married 24 times. I mean,
beaten up by dudes and cheated on by dudes.
To Dom's point, she's been fucking around for 100 years with 400 different motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
But y'all know she's crazy, right?
Everybody knows she's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like she's too fine not to be crazy. You understand what I'm saying?
But again, guys, not the. But did she kind of sort of milk the "I'm fine" routine?
Nah, not at all. She's fine as a motherfucker.
20 years
she ain't had to milk a motherfucking thing.
No, she didn't.
20 years ago, David Justice said what Live said 20 years ago, and now you're bringing it up like what has changed?
Yeah,
right. I don't know. I don't know neither one of them guys.
I think we all old enough, right? And I hope you guys been blessed to have a different variety of situations in your life, right? Pretty don't mean wife. Pretty never meant wife. Fine ain't never been meant somebody who you want to spend your life with. I mean, you like, I mean, those aesthetics don't necessarily apply to just being pretty. So when David Justice said that shit, right? I could have related. I was like, yeah, God damn it, you're right. You know what I'm saying? Like pretty women can be crazy, right? And I don't have why the fuck I'm gonna stay with you just because you're fine? No.
How dare you? That's what it was sort of like. How dare you? That's how
right.
Right.
But again, the guy, whoever it was, I'm reading this shit, sort of like the thing Dave brought up about Cuba Gooding Jr. I'm reading it, and then I read the one comment. Well, you've been married 100 times since he. Yeah. I was like, oh shit, please, no more comeback. Let's let this shit go.
Right.
And everybody go to their corner.
Drop the mic right there.
Yeah, drink some water.
Right.
Call it George.
Right.
No, it's
what
true.
comeback can you have from that, guys? I mean, serious. I mean, nothing against Halle Berry. It could have been Halle. I don't care. But what comeback can you have? That homie been married 24 years, and your ass has been
and your ass running on husband 25.
Divorce your fine ass.
Yeah. Exactly. How dare you, R?
Yeah, exactly.
But you know what? That was the thing too for a lot of women. They were like, "Well, dang, what chance do I have if they're gonna cheat on Halle Berry?"
Yeah,
you got a hell of a chance.
You got a hell of it. Thank you.
But I'm saying,
thank you.
I'm saying for the women, a lot of women, that's how they felt. They looked at it.
I look at it different, Dave. I think it should have been a motivating factor for women. Like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't do whatever the hell she's doing, because whatever the
No,
hell she's doing
well,
ain't working.
again, the BBL and all of that shit let you know that women don't listen to motherfuckers, right? If real and we talking about real men, dog. I'm not talking about
Right,
the ones that they always go after, right?
Right.
I'm talking about real men who say, listen, right? I need you to stop fucking with the makeup. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, stop fucking with the padding. Stop fucking with the fucking hair dye. I need all of that shit. I need you to stop fucking with. I need you to be as beautiful as God made you. We could tell them that from when we was fucking 20, 30, 40, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? They still gonna go to fucking Dominican Republic, pay $50 and get they Dominican BBL and look like a fucking cartoon character.
And
just because the programming say it. They listen to the program. They're not listening to us.
No, and then they're gonna find a way to blame you for it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So
you're not communicative enough. You don't tell me what you need. What you want the fuck out of here.
It's funny. I always go back to shit we said before. It was sort of like the conversation about the WNBA. Women don't support the WNBA.
Right.
But
they don't even like each other. Again, they don't even like each other.
But you're pissed off at us.
That level. Come on.
Yo, so somebody said the word, and it's accountability.
Oh, stop.
Right.
So
how dare you?
Some women have mastered the art of holding you accountable, but then when you hold them accountable for their bullshit, then they tell you that you're trying to control them or whatever
manipulate.
They come.
I hope Dave got his mic muted. I see him looking. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
He's like, no. He's gonna be like, yo, that's what they saying. I don't believe that.
Bishop, we're gonna be done in 5 minutes.
Yo, you just gonna hear like a bunch of. You gonna see him off camera. You are gonna hear a bunch of scuffling.
You hear Chris Brown music in the background, and it's over. Oh, I'm sorry, Bishop.
Hilarious.
Oh God, Dave.
Everybody's in there playing Umbrella.
I said, oh shit, we're here talking about women and Halle Berry and the WNBA. Dave get ready to get his ass whooped.
Well,
sorry, Dave.
The WNBA thing with the dudes throwing dildos on the court.
Oh shit, man.
Man.
That is pretty funny.
It's all right, Dave. When it happens, I'm bringing my patch. This will defend, damn it. We got your back.
Listen, it's too late, fellas. I just had to keep going with
it. I knew something was funny, man. His eyes were like, I'm like, oh shit, we done. Are going to bed early tonight.
Listen, I was just trying to help these guys. You know,
all of these weirdos on this podcast thing.
You don't have to worry. Somebody already is gonna beat you to it.
I assume R knows your wife, Dave.
Yes.
Lord, we're done. Hang up, Dave. It's time to go, man.
I'm done.
It was fun, man. We had some fun.
It was a good time. Exactly.
It's been nice. We had a good time together.
I hope we see Dave next week physically. Oh, you guys are stupid.
What didn't you do?
It was conversation. Just say,
guys, serious. There's a reason I sit outside.
Exactly.
Y'all think I like this hot ass air? No.
When somebody said the word accountability and then I repeated it.
No,
was like
shit. I was ready to hang up, Bishop. When I saw Dave's eyes going left to right, I was like, oh shit, man, we should call it a day. Halle Berry's haunting us. Dave's gonna get his ass whooped. And we're never gonna see him again.
No, he'll spin it around. He's like, listen. Baby, I was trying to help them. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they need balance. You know what I'm saying?
They just go off the hook, honey.
Oh my God!
Exactly, because she can't hear you. She can hear me.
Thank God.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I think she could tell by your eye language that something was going. Somebody left.
Let me tune into this. Let me tune into this shit real quick.
Yeah. Moving right along.
I hope you don't go on YouTube.
And I think that the WNBA stuff, that's pretty funny.
I'm sending her the link. I'm sending her the link.
Oh no, don't do
Send her the
that.
link. I'll show love.
Well, she knows ours. She'll never
Exactly.
see me and Bishop, hopefully.
A new subscriber.
Oh no. Oh. Tell her like and share. And subscribe.
And subscribe, exactly. So hold on, man. Bishop, you like that whole dildo being thrown out on the
I think it's pretty funny. The message that it's sending. Yo, just think about this. A game is being played. A game is being played, and then somebody throws that on the court. It's like, yo, the message that it sends is like, yo, get some. Get some.
Yeah.
you need some in your life.
Did y'all see the meme? They got a meme with LeBron laying on the floor.
Oh,
man. It says something about they've been throwing this dildo's been on the floor half his career. I'm like,
oh man.
Is Ronan still on the line, please?
He's still on the line.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
But let me just say this. Let me just say this. I don't see what they're worried about because they've been avoiding that all their lives.
Damn, David, I thought you was going to say, I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. I was going to say, it's time to go to bed. It's time to go to bed.
Yeah, it's pretty
quoting R. Kelly.
It's pretty funny. It's pretty funty because I would. It's just the message, the message that it's sending. It's just like, like out of left field. And whose idea was that?
Whose idea was? Let me tell you, Angel Reese grabbed another rebound.
And I hate to say this, guys, but I love the way they try to spin it. Like somebody in the audience is no. I thought it was funny. I'm just being honest. I thought it was funny.
It was hilarious.
Kind of. I wouldn't tell my wife, but it looked kind of funny to me. Like, oh shit, timeout.
Oh my God!
The fuck? When it first happened, guys,
what's going on here?
What are they doing? Yeah, I was like, why are they stopping?
Is that what I think it is?
I looked like Dave when he saw his wife in the room. I was like, what the fuck? No, it can't be that. Then it happened again. I was like,
that shit is hilarious. Send it a message.
Yeah, exactly. I hate to say it,
I mean, shit. We who didn't know it, right? Like what the fuck? Like that's what the fuck they got. It's so prevalent. You got a couple that bring to the fucking game. God damn.
Stop, man. But you know what? It's funny. It ain't funny. But y'all remember not long ago that there was some women in the NBA, the WNBA, that were taking offense that the feedback and the diss they was getting because they weren't part of the alphabet group. It was a couple of players that quit. Looked at like
it was a couple of players that quit the WNBA because the toxicity was so crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Aggressive. It was aggressive type shit. Like, and then you're gonna blame me and Dave for not watching the WNBA. Yeah, okay.
But again, hey, you want to fucking stat? You know what I'm saying? Like that women relationship. That shit is one of the highest domestic violence situations on earth.
Speaking of that,
it is.
Like women be beating the shit out of each other.
Exactly.
No. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it personally on the high school.
That's crazy.
Because they know how each other think.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
And that's because again they don't like each other.
Yeah, and
but we'll take the blame, right?
Yeah, right. And it's all fault.
All I can think of is probably like Dwight Howard is somewhere. Like, how come they didn't do that at my games?
That's crazy.
Dave, tell me you're watching the Met game when you keep looking up. You get
No, I'm watching the Met game.
You're making me nervous, man.
So, I can imagine EJ Johnson running onto the court and picking that up. I got it.
God.
I got it.
He said, "Look, no hands."
Hour and 4 minutes of unhingedness. This is beautiful.
This is great. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is good. This is good, man.
It's all good. But still, I go to.
You know what I would love though? I invited our girl Anna from
you know what? I have been trying to get females and whatnot involved, and they just Well,
I hope she's okay because she didn't even respond to me when I texted her.
Oh wow, okay.
And, you know, we've known each other for
a long time, right?
Yeah.
I hope she's all right, man. But again, ladies, and I got some lady friends, and they're knowledgeable about sports too. But
you have friends?
Just a couple.
Wow.
Just a couple, bitches. Don't push it.
This guy. Yeah, I got a few. So anyway,
I'm his oldest friend on here, and look how I treat him.
That's because you initiate shit. So knock it off, dude.
I mean, I would love female input, but do you think they really could get into some real candid, serious shit? Right.
No, absolutely not.
I got to see the unhinged sex.
I love the relationship thing y'all have because I've been living in North Carolina for maybe 10 years.
Okay.
And I got 3 friends. Maybe it's me. I don't know. But I got 3 friends.
Nah, it ain't you. These motherfuckers out here is weird, man. Like it's hard. Like they weird out here, man. The South ain't shit. The South
think it's
ain't
me in a way, though. Because I'm so fucking, I don't know. I'm not saying
not Dom. It ain't you, B. It's these people, man.
Part of it
nah,
is because I don't really.
I can't see it.
You think
I hope I'm not offending nobody, man. But listen, Southern people is weirdos, man. Like weirdos.
Like, not that I take offense because I'm not from the South, but how are they weirdos? In what way?
Okay, so now I'm gonna get into some real Northern shit, right? It's the program down here is so crazy. Like there's not a lot of independent thought, right? Everything is like this one stream of bullshit, like that is really mass induced, right? It's like I'm you got 4 food trucks, all food trucks got Perlo rice. What women? Where's the fucking variety? Where's the love for cuisine? All y'all motherfuckers got Perlo rice, like, and that's just a microcosm of what I'm talking about. Add that to politics, you know what I'm saying? And then you got the evangelistic Republican, voting against our fucking interest kind of shit that is prominent. And again, it is everything you hear is a boob tube manipulation. Like I can't stand these.
Yeah, but I think that's everywhere live. I mean, I'm not from here. I like being here.
You hear how we bouncing back and forth, and everybody got intricate kind of, and I won't even call it intricate so much as individual aspects of what the fuck they talking about. Not down here.
Well, that just depends on who you.
Right.
That depends on who you
the South. The South went to war to
evade. You gotta get out live.
Where you at?
I'm in South Carolina now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
What part of South Carolina?
Charleston.
Okay. Yeah. So you there's a movement, right, where people who are originally from the South, there's a lot of transplants down here.
Oh,
so
especially where
it's a lot of
especially
transplants.
Where Bishop lives.
So you get a variety of people, good, bad, or indifferent,
right?
And you very rarely, like I very rarely meet somebody who's actually from Charlotte. It's an anomaly. It's an anomaly.
Okay. Right.
You depending on where you are, and it's kind of like I like when I meet those people like that because it's interesting to challenge their thought process. And a lot of times it's like, well, why do you believe that? And they don't even know why. It's just something that was passed down.
Right. And I was gonna say, man, it's scary, right? You know what I'm saying? Like for me, it's like I grew up fighting the power, right? For the most part. Right. And I come down here and I see motherfuckers older than me walking the same walk, right? Nothing. And again, this is not to say that you got to live your life being militant against whatever, but it's just like to not motherfucker, like Perlo rice. Like every fucking thing. Like
Live
again, and
stuck
that's
on
a
that rice.
microcosm, B.
Yeah.
Well,
Stretch
no,
that
what
shit across any
happens is,
aspect you want to think about.
But you
you
know
gotta
what? You know what?
understand what
You know what?
happens too is like not every place had the
Mm,
social movement
right.
and the social consciousness. Not
The
everybody
South?
had.
What do you mean?
Nah. There's
The
Nah.
some
South?
folk. There's some pockets. There's some pockets here in
Right.
Charlotte. There's some
This
pockets
is
here in Charlotte where it's like, yo, you don't belong there. Don't go.
Right.
You know.
no,
And, and
absolutely. That's
and
not.
there's places here, guys, of
Yeah.
different races and background. Now remember, this is a military town.
Mm-hmm.
So you got those on both sides. This color, that. For some reason, pick your poison, why they just don't like the military. And then, of course, they come to your town, which they've been here long before probably your fucking ancestors were here.
Right.
But the one thing I think Bishop was trying, I kind of enjoy the other side because I grew up on that side of hearing the northern New York shit, the tougher than leather. So it's kind of, and again, I've enjoyed this my whole life, guys, bouncing from place to place. But again, here in North Carolina, where, I've been living for, I think, the last 10, 12 years.
Nice.
I don't know, guys. I kind of call it what you want, a little slower. But then again, I'm a little older. So I'm not into all of the,
I think that's the difference too. But
Yeah.
also here, you gotta understand, a place like New York, we're exposed to so many different cultures.
Yes,
we
sir.
grow up with
Yes, sir.
right.
Most of us going to public school, you're going to get to know people of different cultures. You
Yep.
go to their houses, you have different foods, you try different things. Certain areas in New York, you can find multiple cultures, restaurants on one block, and
on one block.
We're very used to that. In some places in the South, they may not be used to that, or if they have it, it's not really authentic. Or somebody came from the North and then they started up a pizza shop, a bagel shop,
whatever.
Something like getting a bagel in the morning. So we know about going to Ock in the morning and getting bacon, egg, and cheese. So we're used to those kind of things. So in some other places, they're not accustomed to it.
There's
so
no demand for that down here.
Right.
There's no demand for that.
Right.
No demand
To be honest,
Yeah.
Bishop probably lives in the ultimate spot. I mean, I've been to Charlotte a few times. Obviously, I've actually been Bishop, but Bishop lives in that little world of, to me at least, I don't live there. I've been there, but they don't all seem to think the same. And again, because you got so many
transplants,
like Bishop, transplants. I hate using that word because that's what the military's been called for so long. But Bishop gets to enjoy both sides of this shit. He gets to enjoy the comfortable life of the South, but he also has a variety of shit in Charlotte. And to me, guys, I'll tell you what, it's probably, and I ain't saying that because I live here, it's probably one of the finest cities I've ever ventured to.
They got a beautiful airport. I know that.
Yes, I mean, again, it's a little, you could say slower, you could say whatever words you want to use. I'm just saying me, for example. I found it to be one of the, and I mean, I've been to Raleigh, Winston-Salem, a bunch of cities in the state of North Carolina, but none like Charlotte, guys. Again, Raleigh is the capital, but if you didn't live here, you would think Charlotte was.
So Charlotte is more like a hub, I would assume.
Yeah, you still have ignorance here too.
Of course, it's everywhere.
You still have like Confederate flag and
okay.
And you still have pockets of that, but it's not as prevalent as it used to be, and those are outliers.
Right.
Those are outliers. But and then the new thing down here in the South is you can masquerade your racism as patriotism. So you got a bunch of people with like the giant American flags on their pickup trucks. On the highway with 5 flags on the truck. But it's just more of like they're just trying to send a message that
that's who they are. That's their new code shit. Yeah.
And it's kind of like, okay, well, I got into a conversation with one of my coworkers who, it's like I know who he is.
Okay.
I know who he is.
Right.
I know exactly who he is. So we were talking, and he started talking about the immigration and the coming into the country and taking over and whatever. And so I listen because I want to understand where you're coming from.
Absolutely.
And so then I asked, well, how long have you been here, and how did you get here? How did you get here? And he explained to me that his great grandparents came and so forth and so on. So I said, well, do you realize that you're the product of immigrants? So
I'm sure.
What was his answer?
The very people that you're railing against,
Right.
You were those people.
Right.
What was his answer?
He looked at me. He was kind of like confused, like, because he didn't really think about it that way.
Right.
And it's kind of like, so you are pretty much railing against something, a mechanism that got you to the place that you are today.
Right.
And
see, they don't realize that shit, you know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying, like that passage, that Polish, that Jewish, that
Italian.
passage, you're right, Italian, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You didn't get what the Jamaican got, what the Indian got, you know what I'm saying? What you didn't get that vitriol, you didn't get that.
Well, they did.
No, well, right, but
the term greaseball, potato eater,
Yeah.
and you realize,
right?
Don't forget, guys, not to get into an immigration, but my ancestors had to stay at Ellis Island until they were vetted, and those that weren't vetted were on the next fucking boat going back to Italy.
Right, absolutely.
So I mean, where are we going with this? I mean, illegal is illegal without taking sides. You want to come here, guys. We always have done that. We've always had one of the greatest immigration systems in the world, though it's weak. So somehow, some way, it was just like, okay, the fucking door is open. Come on in, and we ain't vetting people no more. We're just saying, come on in, fuck it, we'll vet you later.
Well,
we
right,
want you to come to court. We want you to come to court on September 1st. You think ours coming back?
There's never been a vetting. There's never been a vetting because guess what? It's cheap labor.
Right.
And the very people again, who are stomping, the very people who are stomping and telling us that the country is being diluted or whatever. The farming industry is suffering. The hotel industry is suffering. The restaurants are suffering because they were getting cheap labor. They were using these people for cheap labor, and that's the bottom line. They were using the people for cheap labor. So it's kind of like
I don't.
You're talking out of both sides of your mouth because you on one hand you're saying that they're degrading the country, and on the other hand you're using the labor force because it's cheap labor.
Right, they making your French toast in the morning.
And and they're picking the vegetables and strawberries and all
Exactly.
that stuff. And it's like I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
But you know what though? Historically in this country, there's always been the ability to pick and choose which immigrants you favor.
To dump on.
But that goes even further back than immigration as we know it. If we look at the way this country before it was even a country, and the first before the Americans got into the slave trade, they used indentured servitude. And one of the reasons why indentured servitude didn't work is because the people who were the indentured servants looked like the people that they were working for. And so that gave them the ability to then assimilate, and they could just walk off that farm and they go somewhere and they weren't identifiable. So they tried using the Native Americans. Of course, that this was their home. They knew the land better than the colonialists did. So then the America, as we know it, got into the slave trade very late. But the reason why it was able to work is because you could identify who was a slave or who should be a slave, even if they were free. They were easily identifiable. So you fast forward into the 19th century and the time when the immigrants started coming from Italy and
Ireland and
so forth. Yeah, they caught hell. They did. But how many of them were able to then, change their names, to marry, and other things that made them less identifiable. I mean, the Irish court held well into the 50s and the 60s. If you look at Kennedy, a lot of people didn't want to vote for him because he was Irish. Irish and Catholic. Exactly. Irish and Catholic. So, but the difference is, though, that when you have a group that you can identify easily, and then you could place all the problems, and you could say that, well, it's because of. And so if the economy and the job market is in the tank, you can then say they came here and they took the jobs that you didn't want anyway, but you built them up. So yeah, there are illegals that are in here, and there are some people who are here that should not be here, absolutely. But that goes for all classes. I don't hear a big uproar about the Russian mob.
Right.
I don't even hear a big. Chinatown is run by the Asian gangs.
Triads.
Yeah. So but you pick and choose who the villain is. When you write the story, then you pick and choose who the villain is.
Well, and that's again, what I'm saying, bringing it back to the South, that one line that you see the shit that we talking about is still prevalent. Like it's still happening. And again, the fight that I see, or the like how we all get together in the North, I don't see that in the South. And again, it hurts my heart because again, this is the land of revolution, right? This is where the battlefields was over social a lot. I mean, more so because again, the economics we talking about now, as opposed to anything else.
Live, I'll say that it appears that way. And the reason why I say it appears that way is because there are still places in New York that I don't go.
Right.
Absolutely.
And one of the things that made the South and the North different was the difference between overt and covert racism. If you were in the South, you could live next door to a Klansman, and they went out to they wore their robe to go out and get the newspaper. So there was no secret. And it was just as long as you stay on your side, I stay on my side, and go on about our business.
Right.
Here there was the appearance of unity, and that people were somehow more evolved here in the North. But then you get a situation like a Yusef Hawkins going to Bensonhurst. Now, the crazy thing with the Yusef Hawkins is that from what I heard, he had just watched Mississippi Burning.
Wow.
And then he went over there to buy a used car, and he didn't know that he couldn't go to Bensonhurst. Just like Michael Griffin didn't know he couldn't go to Howard Beach. And it's on and on with that. So it's always a surprise. In the South, they're not surprised.
No. Wow. Well, gentlemen, that was a really, really good conversation. I truly appreciate that, everybody. Should I get into this next one?
Yeah.
For a little bit. Let's reveal our weaknesses, shall we? If anybody has.
This is good.
Wait, I didn't see that on the docket.
You ain't see it. It was on there.
You snuck that one in there.
It was. I was in there. It was on there. It was on there. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So what is this?
Oh, now I see it.
He says this is the shortest segment we've ever had. You know what? I should call my wife and hang.
No. We
already. She'll tell you all about.
We already skipped over the Richardson woman because of you and your wife, but hey, we'll be all right.
Well, the Richardson thing, I'm like,
yeah, we had enough of the women for the night. Shit, I didn't say that.
Damn.
Well, it's therapy session time.
Yeah. All
time
right.
to be real. Anybody want to go first before me?
All right.
You go first.
You can start it.
You go first. You're the host.
So
Hey,
show
man.
us on the dial where they touched.
Dave,
yo, Dave, yo, he's just Jedi, yo. That's another.
Firing shots, man, left and right. Like, okay,
Like, yo, you're in the safe space. You're in the safe space.
Not anymore.
you know exactly. I don't even know if I should reveal this stuff, man.
No. All seriously.
Let it out.
I'll be honest. Yeah. My one thing where I fail, you know what I'm saying, is confidence, and especially with this, with being on content creating and all that good stuff, man. Yeah. I am not as confident as I may seem. I'm really not. I have a lot of hangups, man. I have a lot of hangups about sharing. Look how long it took me to even bring up like, share, and subscribe. You understand? Yeah. I see stuff that I could make content of on the streets, and I won't even put myself on camera because, again, I lack that confidence. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's something that's very hard for me to like really get over. And even growing up, and you knew my brother, God rest his soul, of course. Mm-hmm. I felt like I didn't have like that manhood figure in my house. My father died when I was like 10 years old. Right. And my brother, he's a teen, you know, a young adult, whatnot, going on with his life. So I didn't really have that guide, that mentorship. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, and it affects me to this day.
I understand that. And you know, it's very helpful. I don't always, you know, respond to it, but I read it. Dom's quotes address a lot of that, and I think that in spite of, let's shift the narrative a little bit. In spite of your lack of confidence right now, you're still out here doing it.
Right.
And I gotta give you a lot of credit for that. You know, Mac, you know, our brother Mac, God rest his soul. You know, that was helpful. You had a partner in this.
Yes.
And, you know, you came into it, he had established something, you got in there with it. And then we all felt the loss.
Yeah.
But we knew that we had something that we wanted to keep going.
Of course.
And I commend you for picking up that slack.
Thank you.
And yeah, you know, you'll be surprised. I think we all would be surprised at how many people that are successful and still struggle with confidence, but you wouldn't know it because in spite of, and that's what makes you brave. And so I will, I'll definitely say that. Yeah, and sure, I have fun, you know, poking fun at you, but it's all jokes. It's real love here. You're my childhood friend. You're my brother, and I'm very proud. And this is why we all come on here and support this. You know, even if some of us have put ourselves in harm's way, you know, we come out here and we support you on it.
I appreciate it.
So have you ever thought that maybe that's just your subconscious motivating you? Because you have to push yourself into a zone that you're not really comfortable in.
You know what? That's an excellent point. I really believe I probably do, to be perfectly honest.
So it's not that you are not confident. It's that you maybe subconsciously need to keep pushing yourself to zones where you're uncomfortable, and you're literally accepting the challenge without realizing that you're accepting the challenge.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Because if you truly lack confidence, you would shell up and you wouldn't be here.
Exactly.
That's true.
This is true.
So it's not that you don't have confidence. It's like you may second guess yourself and kind of like, but you like that feeling of being like, okay, well, this is new. I'm unsure. And some people thrive in those environments. So it's not, you know, some people that's how they thrive.
Right.
I don't want the status quo. I need it to be an uneasy feeling. I need it to be like I'm kind of like on edge in order for
Right.
me to step
That's a
up.
good point.
And you love the byproduct of when you succeed in it.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you've kind of like established in this arena here, you've established, whether you say you lack confidence or not, like everybody loves R. Whether we
Right.
poke fun of you,
Yeah,
whether we poke fun of you, whether we use you as a punching bag,
Right,
whether
right.
we won't let you back on the wagon still. You know what I'm
And,
saying?
and later for the success, it's the actual, it's you actually committing to it.
It's
You
the
know what I'm saying?
journey.
And
It's the
making it
journey.
happen.
It's the
You know what?
journey.
It's
Yeah.
the journey, and like I always, especially at like God rest, Max 11. I always wanted to like carry on and do something and whatnot, and I just couldn't have in the paint end with his passing. You know what I'm saying? I was a part of that. You guys were part of it.
Yeah,
And we had to keep it
from
going.
the telephone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Of course, we had to keep it going, man.
You know
But
what? Sorry, John. Let me just say this real quick. You remind me of what some closers go through. You take a outstanding closer, you put them in a non-save situation. Sometimes they're not their best self,
Right.
but when they're in that fire, that's where they really come on strong, and they definitely do it. And I think you put yourself in that fire. You picked up off of a great loss that we all suffered, but
Right.
that was your partner, and you picked it up because there was still a space for us,
Right.
and so I just kudos to you for that.
Appreciate. I really appreciate that.
If you was truly what you say you think you are, since I'm the quote guy in the morning, you would still be in the dugout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would still be in the dugout.
Yeah.
Or when you got a chance to get up at bat, you would never swing, and you be that guy that got caught looking all the time.
Yeah.
So you're not that guy. Now, some of the things you may feel, that's an R thing. It's not a mass thing. It's an R thing, and that's not bad, R. To admit that you may have a weakness. Unfortunately, I don't have any. Just joking.
Yeah.
But to admit what you're saying, it can do nothing but propel you in other things. I mean, again, guys, this is fun. We enjoy each other's company, but there is a life outside of social media, and you guys are still living it. I mean, God bless you, man. Each and every one of y'all still work, still get up. You're on the grind. I crack jokes about it, but you guys are still in the game.
Yeah.
So that should be commendable. Because guess what? I'll be 1 year older than you come Saturday.
So, exactly.
It's
I hear you, brother.
It's a blessing to just, I don't know, from where I came from to where I'm at and to who I've met, the handful of people I've actually enjoyed being around. Oh man, I always say this, man. I could fucking perish tomorrow. The one thing I could never say, or nobody better ever say at my funeral, is I didn't have fun. I don't give a fuck what I did, where I was.
Yeah.
And I've been in some fucked up situations. But at the end of the day, guys, I came home. We had fun. We talked. And it's fucking great. But don't do it, because again, your ass would still be sitting in the dugout with a fucking warm-up jacket on, talking about when can I get up? No. You're still in the game, and that's a great thing, man. That is a great thing.
Yeah, like I said, I just wanted to just like get that off my chest and whatnot. Like I said, can I push things even further? Of course I can. But like I said, sometimes I just like, I kind of hold myself back from doing that. And while this is great, because I like to provide a great platform for you guys, I really do. And if you notice, I let you guys do a lot of the talking. You know what I'm saying? I really do, because I want you to have that platform. You understand? I need you for you guys to have that platform. I get.
Otherwise, you do a solo show.
Exactly.
That, and every time you talk, we be nitpicking. But I will say this, guys.
You'd be shay-shay.
My ultimate goal is that at least 4 or 5 of us on here right now can one day sit at a table and do this shit face to face.
For sure. Well, they got a coming up, I think next month, I think. What's that, Nick? That New York Nick I saw it on social media. It's like a meeting. It's like a
not that. Guys, you heard me say it. I attended one.
Yeah,
It
so
was
that's
great.
it.
It was great.
Okay,
Don't get me wrong. I'm talking about something more of like I hate to say our little group, our
I
little
know where you're
speed.
going. I got
Because
you.
sometimes more ain't better. I'll just say that.
I got
and
you.
again, you weed smoking. If
fact.
y'all are into smoking weed, God bless you.
No,
Right.
I can't be around.
Nah,
It was great, guys. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Because it was the first time I ever did it.
right.
And it was a great game too. It was like the Knicks won, took third seed, whatever it was.
Yeah.
It was a great time. But I
Right.
thought to myself, I couldn't do this shit more than twice.
I hear you.
Honestly, I mean, not that I don't like the guys. I met some of the guys that
Right.
quite a few of them from the Bronx, and it was in the Bronx, so it was like that nostalgia thing for me at first. But going over the bridge back to Jersey to have dinner, it was like, okay. Came, saw.
I know y'all had mentioned a March game at Charlotte, man. I got that on the map. I got that on my calendar. I'm doing that. Yeah, I'm there.
It's cheap. It's cheaper. It's much cheaper.
No shit.
March.
It's much
I'm
cheaper.
there.
Yeah.
We got the hostess. We got the hostess with the mostess and Bishop.
Yeah.
All we got to do is I'll tell you what, guys. No, not to get off the topic.
Yeah.
God rest my son. So we used to get there real early. Like the game starts at 7. We be done left Fayetteville at like 12 o'clock.
Right.
So we're in the Charlotte area at like 2. And what do? We sit in the car, we park somewhere close to the stadium. We just sit there and we start Googling shit, like where to eat. All right. We go there, it's gonna take us this much time, and we come back. We park the car, we go. So we always made a day of it. And then on the way home, I used to get those, forgive me for saying this, I used to get those weed flashbacks because I never saw a Jack in the Box once I joined the military. Until I went to Charlotte. I'm riding to the game and I saw a Jack in the Box. I was like, Lord, please let me take the same route going home because my ass is going to stop. I don't care what time it is.
I haven't seen one in years.
Oh, Dave. I was like,
exactly.
I started getting flashbacks and shit. My eyes started getting red all by themselves. I pulled over, sat there in the park. My son was amazed. He was like, Dad, you ate at this place when you was a kid? Oh yeah, Soundview.
Yeah, man.
Right on Soundview in the Bronx.
Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
I said,
Jack in the Box. We used to have one out.
So we could.
we
try
did,
it,
right?
Yeah, let's make that happen, man. I wouldn't mind that, man.
I still think though, guys, before the weather, because March for you guys might be, a little.
The March is very March.
I was hoping we got together before that. Like I said, maybe I ain't dictating. Like I said, Virginia is sort of like the halfway point for everybody except maybe live. He'd have to travel a little further than me and Bishop.
Yeah, that's cool.
I still think Virginia is, a good halfway point. Like I told Jay, we don't need nothing fancy. A fucking bench, umbrella, some water, and just sit and do what we do. I mean,
speaking of Jay, I met up with him last weekend.
Right?
Sunday, and Sunday, I think so. But anyway, it was real nice. This is the second time that he's come through, and I've met up with him, and it was sort of out of the blue, but he was literally like 5 minutes from me. So, but I have to say that it was really nice just to sit with him and we just talked. His family was there. He's at his wife's family's place, and it was just us two just sitting there really just talking, and he was very helpful in listening to a lot of what I had to say, dealing with the loss of my son, and shout out to him for giving me that space, allowing me that space to talk. So whenever he comes in, if I'm home and he, I try to link up with him.
Okay.
Because he's real cool in person. Chill brother, and I like him. So
I got one of these guys that I met at that place in the Bronx. His name is Trippy, and he just left New York and he moved to Charlotte. So he keeps texting me, "Damn, Unc, when you coming? I thought we was gonna do lunch and blah blah blah." And I fucked up. I told him I'd be there this Monday, but I forgot I was trying to I'm still in this legal process of clearing some of my stepdad's shit in the safe deposit box. So, but I'm going to get there. And then when I get there, of course, I can call Bishop.
Yes, sir.
And because this guy keeps bugging me, man. I hate to say it. He's a younger fella, but he's a good kid. You know, he's actually an RN. He's from New York. This is a funny story. He's from New York. His family moved here to Fayetteville years ago. He went to the high school here in Fayetteville. They moved back to New York. Then they moved to Charlotte. Then he went back to New York, became an RN, took a job in Charlotte. So I'm like, you know, this young man, he ain't young. He's in his mid-30s. I'm like, this dude done bounced around enough. I'm going to get in my car, and I'm going to drive my ass down there, treat him to lunch, say hi to Bishop, and drive my ass home.
That's it.
I don't need a lot of time, a lot of attention, a lot of money to just
do something. Yeah, we can do something in Virginia.
The kid's honestly, guys, he's becoming a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers texting me like every other day, yo, Unc, what's up, man?
Exactly.
It's almost like I could feel his tears coming through the fucking phone. I gotta go see this kid, man. He's driving me nuts, bitch.
You say, yo, you did say that you were coming.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I fucked up. I actually did tell him, though. I said, oh, yo, T, I forgot, blah, blah, blah. So that's another thing. I will be going up. Hopefully, Dave, I get this lawyer and we get into this bank while baseball season is still on.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Because Scranton is only an hour and a half from Yankee Stadium. So, and I could always stay in Teaneck. You know, I could always just go to Teaneck and stay. Shamik, y'all call him Shamik. I call him Craig.
Craig.
Oh, yeah.
His daughter, for some reason, thinks I'm her real uncle. So she keeps bugging me to come see her before she takes the ASVAB test.
Oh man, everybody, Dom got people all over the place sitting in there.
I got all these family, Dave, and I don't even have family. I don't even talk to my own family, and all of these people are adopting me. I'm like, this is some shit.
It's like, mommy said, Daddy was coming this weekend. He's looking out. He's got the bag packed, waiting to speak.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know how. Honestly, man, I love it. Don't get me wrong. I don't know how this happened. Me and Craig have always been pretty tight. I've actually went to Jersey and we hung out for a couple of days. But I don't know how this me and Kennedy thing, out of nowhere, she calls me one day, just like a year ago. Hey, Unc. I'm like, who the fuck? It's me. It's Kennedy. I'm like, oh, shit. Then about a month ago, she calls me. I want to join the Army. I'm like, Kennedy, I love you. But I had this conversation with y'all before. I don't talk nobody into or out of joining the military. That is not my. If you decide to do it, I'll have your back. I will come. I'll make sure the recruiter don't fuck you over. I will be at Fort Jackson when you graduate, the whole 9 yards. But I ain't gonna tell you this shit is, for you. Because again, going back to what's for you is for you. Right. You may not have the same experience I had, and then you're going to be looking at me like, who this fucking guy, told me it was going to be a ball of wax. I mean, shit, if I told you the stories I had, you would never want to join. But she seems very adamant. She has an associate's degree, so I'm going to make sure I dot all the I's and cross the T's. She can come in as a second lieutenant, guys. Y'all know the rank structure in the military. An associate's degree can get you direct commission.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you still go to basic. You go to basic. After basic, you go to OBC, officer basic course. And she got 2 years. She went to Delaware State, majoring in nursing. So I'm pretty sure the Army needs nurses. So she could possibly come in second lieutenant. No worse than an E4.
Yeah.
And that's not bad as a starting point, guy. Y'all know y'all was proud.
I know.
Yeah. It's not bad at all.
So I'm gonna make a run down there. Hopefully we all get together then, see a baseball game, and
that'd be nice.
I drive my monkey ass back down south.
So that's so I guess this is Dom's therapy session. He's got family and children.
Yeah, all over the fucking place, Dave. Forgive me for cursing.
He's a typical military guy.
Exactly. Anybody else?
I'm gonna start asking people, Dave. How did we meet? How the fuck did we even meet? Like you clowns. I don't know how I met you guys. It had to be Chandler.
Yep.
Chandler had to be the one that told me about
He
you.
did.
It had to be. Because I knew Chandler.
Right.
Because I knew Chandler from Steve and all of that. So yeah, it had to be Chandler. But
it had to be.
And even to this day, guys, umpteen years later, I still be like, where is this guy?
Yeah, I think about it.
Same man.
Every time we put up that little meme that we created.
Yeah, I got the little.
I think about it. I think about him.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
I don't know if everybody else remembers him or knew him.
I don't think they did.
Yeah.
No, but before them. Yeah, it was. It's strange, man.
Very strange.
Yeah, I regret that little
that argument y'all had.
Yeah. But I didn't tell him. I said, "Yo, dude."
I spoke to him after that. I told you all the story right after my son passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And he's telling me his blood sugar was like 300. I'm like, yo, Chandler, please. And you know what, guys? Not no Wojo. That's the last time I ever spoke to him.
Yeah. Because I remember he had sort of like going AWOL before, but then he popped back up. So
we talking about getting cops to do a welfare check.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember that. No, he really went all out. That was
So that's how we started the phone number and texting. Remember?
Yeah, that's right.
So obviously he fucking hated R.
Yeah, big time, Bishop. And you know what was strange, Bishop? I didn't know if it was real or right, Dave, or their way of just I got this feeling that maybe this dude really don't like R. I mean, I never asked him.
I could see how R rubbed people the wrong way.
Right, exactly, Bishop.
Let me just say this real quick. First of all,
Bishop, I don't want to keep this. I don't want to keep this show going long because R wants to go to bed.
If he didn't like that,
it was the strangest shit.
Actually, believe it or not, we actually got along outside.
Wow,
we really did.
Okay.
No, hold on,
hold
on. He would call me up. I would call him up. We would kick it for a little bit. He was all right, but that one day, I said, I'm not in the mood, dude. I said, don't do it. Don't do it. And he kept. I said, okay. And I had to give it to him.
And remember, guys, I met him through Steve and them. And I was always trying to get him to that finish line because he was a vet. I was always trying to get him to that finish line of getting his disability and all of this shit. Yes. And he would do just like he did this time, but in spurts. He would ghost me, and then he would text me out of nowhere. Dom, you still want to help? I'm like, fuck. I mean, then I would pick up the phone and just call him. Yo, Chandler, look, the shit isn't that complex, bro. You got a computer? I know you do. Let's do this shit right now. Oh, give me about a day. I'll call you back.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So again, I pray every night that this dude is, still amongst us.
I always say the same thing whenever I see that.
Yeah.
I always, I'm very hopeful. I tell you, it's funny hearing R talking about how they got along.
Wow, that's strange.
You know what? It sounded like R was rehearsing for the next episode of the first.
Exactly. Like we really got along. We used to go drink beer. We used to go out for beers and stuff.
I thought he was practicing a eulogy, Bishop.
I'm not gonna say anything.
I'll tell you what, though, he was a knowledgeable sports guy.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
I will say that.
Extremely.
But again, for Live and Bishop and probably Ronan's in our group, ain't he, with the text?
Yeah.
That's how this shit started, Bishop. We was always worried about this guy. So I said, hey, we need everybody's phone number.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
And then that turned into me texting these clowns in the morning. That's got to be like 8 years ago now?
It's
something crazy.
We've gone through many iterations of it.
Yeah.
It's funny. Like for R and I, we had lost contact. Late teens. Going into adulthood. I moved to California for a little while, and so it was out of the blue. Our friend Andre.
Right.
So Andre calls me, and I'm like in my kitchen, and he asked me. Andre always had this thing about if he met somebody from where I'm from. And I'm not going to say because R's got the ops waiting to come for me. But if he met somebody from that area, he would ask, "Oh, do you know Dave?" And so it was out of the blue. Andre says, "Do you know Rodney?" and his full name and everything. And I'm like, yeah, that's my childhood friend.
Right.
And next thing I know, I get a call from Rodney, and that's how we reconnected.
Exactly.
And then that's how I met Mac.
Yeah.
And then and Hollop.
Hollop, right.
And that's how we start. I started getting on.
So Dave, why don't you tell the truth? You wanted to lose R.
I can feel that coming,
it just so happened that somebody tracked you down and he reconnected, but you really didn't want to have him in your life. You hated him too. But as you got older, you learned to accept people for who they are and where they are.
What do you say, Bishop? Oh, it's R. Fuck it.
It's just R. Last thing I remember was going out for some milk.
And on that note,
and you know what? You know what's weird, Dave? A childhood friend of mine texted me the other day. And they have this thing going on in the Bronx, in Crotona Park, for those that ever been in the Bronx. They have this like hip hop thing. It's every so many Fridays or Saturdays. And a good friend of mine, I grew up with, Dwayne Smith, he texted me, Dom, you ain't going to believe who I ran into at the park. And he asked me about you. I was texting about who? Kokomo. This guy was like the greatest break dancer in New York City.
Okay.
So I said, damn, why didn't you give him my number? He said, oh, shit, I forgot. I'm like, well, if you run into him again, this dude, man, I'll never forget. Me and him both dropped out of high school. And our plan was we're going to go to Columbus High School down in the Bronx, take our GED.
Right.
So we're outside Columbus High School. This motherfucker pulls out a bag of weed. So we smoked about 3 or 4 joints. We go in there. We're pretty toast. And before we went in there, he said, Dom, the motherfuckers that get up and leave before us, they failed. I'm like, this guy had some kind of like scientific formula with this shit. So we take the test. We're like one of the last 2. We took the shit right. And at that time, guy, you had to do the shit for like 5 hours straight.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, no break. You remember, Dave? No breaks, no nothing. So we did it. We leave. We go out, sit in front of the school, waiting for the bus. We smoke another joint. Remember, back then, we didn't have cell phones. Before we got on the bus, he said, Dom, we passed, right? And I'm like, yeah, hopefully. Yeah, he's no, hopefully. About a week later, 2 weeks later, he calls me on my house phone. Yo, Dom, we passed. I'm like, what, they send my results to your house?
Right, yeah.
He said, no, I got my results, so that means you passed. Next day, I get mine in the mail. And, this guy he was a career high school student. This dude must have been like 42 years old in the 11th grade when I met him. This dude was in Lehman High School when they opened this shit.
He was 21 Jump Street.
And it was weird because he used to go every time he came in the lunchroom, people didn't want to dance no more. And he used to wear these Campbell soup shorts with a Campbell soup hat. And he would ice everybody in breakdance. You jump on the floor, pull a sneaker off, act like Get Smart. Crowd goes wild. But I'm like, yo, Coke, how long you been in school? Oh, man. Now, remember, I went to school with Alex Ramos, Bobby Bonilla.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And Kokomo was like, oh, I remember them. Motherfuckers have been gone for like, this bitch is still in the 10th, 11th grade. I'm like, this shit just ain't working for him. But God bless him. He's still alive, thank God.
Right.
He was still in high school, and Bobby Bonilla was still collecting that contract from
exactly. Probably on his second. So he's got to be like 60, 61. We were all the same age. All jokes aside. But yeah, he was a career student, man. You could find him on the tennis court, playing handball or in the outfield smoking weed. I mean,
he was probably dating the teachers, and it was legal.
Yeah, he damn sure wasn't like a friend you had with R. This guy was like off the hook, and he lived in the South Bronx. So
you already know.
Oh God, y'all are
gentlemen.
Crazy.
Gentlemen, it's that time. It's that time. It's that time. So I want to thank y'all, Dave, Dom.
The Metamucil's kicking in.
Service, Ronan, live, and of course the reemergence of my arch enemy, the Bishop. The reemergence. Yeah. So once again, we're gonna no, don't say nothing. That's what you are now. That's just what it is. Your time is up. So with that being said, we'll be back next week. Probably another unhinged show. More than likely, I got some more stuff on females.
Ooh, excuse me.
Oh gosh.
So, yeah, I'm picking on them. My goal is to be hated by them since they don't want to show up. Gotta attack them. That's what it is.
Hey, does
Yeah,
college
yo,
football start next weekend?
don't let nobody, don't let these cats off the hook on our weaknesses thing.
Nah,
You know,
of course.
everybody does.
Oh no, we coming back. No, they come. I'm not. I ain't forget
you're
that.
right.
I ain't forget that.
Yeah,
I got part
that's
two.
right.
I got part two. I got part two.
Exactly.
I got part two.
Yeah,
And they better show up.
Live weakness is he like being in the dark.
Catch me if you can, Bishop.
Wow.
All right, gentlemen.
All right.
It's been a true pleasure and honor. Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
guys.
All right, y'all.
Peace.
Be good.